Winston County Regional Correctional Facility is, well, on a tight budget. Inmates with COVID-19 have received treatment, and now the bills are rolling in. Law enforcement have applied for reimbursement from the CARES Act, but are waiting for an answer. Our Stephanie Poole joins us live in the studio with more on this expensive impact.
During a pandemic, even inmates can become infected in their cells, and sending them to the doctor is costly. Sheriff Jason Pugh tells me while the debt keeps growing, no money has been given back.
Money to operate the Winston County Regional Correctional Facility is running low. That's what Sheriff Jason Pugh says after his jail is delayed another day for CARES Act reimbursement.
The Mississippi, the legislature went ahead and earmarked $4 million for regional jails, which is the kind of jail I run, to help reimburse them for COVID expenses. So we're turning those expenses in. They have to go through a process where they're reviewed by people with the Department of Corrections before we receive reimbursement.
Pugh says nearly 30 inmates received treatment for COVID-19, leaving the facility with an $80,000 bill.
With correctional facilities like we run, any overtures become the responsibility of the county, not the responsibility of the Mississippi Department of Corrections. And when you're running a very tight budget, and then you have a COVID expense of around $100,000, quite obviously, it is devastating to your bottom line every year.
Pugh says Winston County was one of the first counties to submit paperwork for reimbursement, but after waiting for several months, a check still hasn't come.
It's a very big burden on my supervisors to play that juggling act, trying to figure out where they're getting money from to back this up until this money comes in. Emergency
Management Director Buddy King doesn't know how next year's budget will look after this nightmare.
Our budget year of 2020 came up with a $300,000 deficit due to COVID. That money was not there for that year, but it does put you in a behind position for the county. You can't budget for disaster. You don't know what the costs are.
King is hopeful the funds will arrive soon.
Fortunately for this disaster, the federal government and in turn the state government have responded real well and made available funds so that the county can recover those expenses that were incurred just because of COVID.
We are in high hopes that that money will be forthcoming quickly. I've talked to a few other counties that have received some money, so we're really ready to see that here.
And Pete tells me the paperwork from the CARES Acts have been approved.